Hello everyone and welcome to another 10-minute challenge where we set a timer for 10 minutes and we try and draw as much as possible. Now, this is a personal challenge for you, so if you just want to draw a head, perfect. If you want to draw full figures, perfect. But you're going to do this challenge with me, and the only thing that we have to do together is the theme. And I think that we're just going to go through a whole bunch of X-Men, and we're going to draw a whole bunch of X-Men for the next couple episodes because, well, I like X-Men. Hopefully you like them. Also, the new show that's a continuation of the 90s cartoon is coming out soon, and so might as well go ahead and get in front of that hype train and start drawing some X-Men. Now, first thing you gotta do is definitely go ahead and get your reference. We're gonna be drawing Wolverine today because you say X-Men, most people think Wolverine. So we're gonna be drawing Wolverine today. We're gonna put 10 minutes on the clock, and hopefully you have your supplies as I do so you can be ready to go. No surprises when it comes to the drawing because those 10 minutes will go really, really fast. So I hope that you are ready. If not, go ahead and give it a pause so that you can get all the things that you need together, and then when you are ready, we will get started, okay? But as you can see, I have all my stuff here. Eventually I'll get my reference in front of me as usual. Got my timer, and we are going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So the thing that I'm trying to do is I'm really trying to get this a style together. And I mean, if you watched any of the previous ones, you will know that there's a style that I'm trying to get for the idea of conventions, right? Like I want to be able to get something to where it looks cool, but it doesn't take me a lot of time to do, and that way everyone kind of wins, right? So the fan can get something relatively cheap, right? So it's more cost effective to do than doing full on commissions, because I understand that sometimes it's a lot of money, right? When you want to get something that takes a lot of time to do and stuff like that. And this way you guys can get something really cool, and then we as artists, or at least me as an artist, can still do, I think, what it would be like multiples, you know, like, so I wouldn't have to worry about certain people not being able, because I like the idea that people want to have some of my art, right? And so if I can facilitate something to where I'm like, oh, well, this only took me a certain amount of time, I don't really need to charge that much money, right? And I think that that's what I'm trying to go for with these, is to be able to get to that point to where I know that what I'm doing is both cost effective and worth it for both myself and the consumer. So that's what we're doing here. So that's me. As far as what you guys want to do, that is completely up to you. And we are 8 minutes in. All right, not bad. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can't knock this out. All right, oops. Right, so I have this this wide mouth Sharpie. I do have a bigger one as well, but this one allows me to get a lot of different line variations in really, really quick, and then I can actually come back in and fix it with a smaller Sharpie if I need to, you know. And so the one thing that I've realized when it comes to these these 10-minute drawings is that you need something that gives you a little bit more versatility so that you can go as fast as you need to, right? So as you can see, stuff's starting to come together, and I have the ability to do small lines, thick lines, all kinds of lines that I need, but I don't have to switch between a thick marker and a thin marker and stuff like that. Like I can do relatively thin stuff as well as relatively thick stuff, all with the same utensil. And that, in something when you're trying to do speed, is absolutely imperative, right? In my eyes. I could be wrong, All right, maybe I'm just trying to sound smart, but I really do believe that that's kind of important, right? So you could come in and get that thick line if that's what you're trying to do, right? That is the important part. So, all right, now when I start doing the colors, you might realize that I'm doing classic Wolverine. Of course, you could do whichever Wolverine makes you happy, but I'm, once again, because we have the 80s thing coming, or the 90s cartoon coming out soon, I figured it would be appropriate, if we were going to start something, to go ahead and start it with that. Now, all right, so I think, oh wait, no, okay, so I almost forgot. Actually, yeah, that comes into the middle of the chest. See, this is where I need to have my reference in front of me, because otherwise, don't want to bleed through to the other side. Oh, it's already happened. Oh well. If you're using marker and Sharpie and you're doing it in a sketchbook, just know that you will bleed through to the other side, so make sure you have some extra paper there so that you don't ruin the paper underneath. All right, 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes left, guys. Actually, 4:43. So you're still good. If you're like, oh my goodness, I'm running out of time, don't worry about it. See, I was about to make a mistake. Go ahead and erase this. Oop. Alright, erase that, and come in and try and give it a little bit of something, right? That's all we need there. Yellow. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but the one thing that I started doing was, color this all in, was making sure that I use just the thick, I'm using just the thick end of the marker, because it allows me to get more variety, right? It will cover more surface, and I can get that relatively thin line if needed. So yeah, we're just coming in. And the thing is that I don't want to waste a lot of time, mostly because there isn't really a lot of time, but what I don't want to do is leave it so that I can't come back in and try and fix the black lines, right? Because I know that I left some uncolored, and I want to make sure that I do that. 3 minutes, okay? Gotta try and stay on top. Oh, my marker's dying too. Okay, so that brings up a really good point. You gotta make sure your materials are not on their last legs when doing a 10-minute challenge, because that is going to slow you down a lot. So I'm going to be dealing with that for a little bit. All right, just trying to make sure that I can get all my colors, which is always a pain in the butt, and there's not really enough time to go searching for another one. So if you are so lucky to have multiple markers or a refill, you want to make sure that you go ahead and do that before you embark on this challenge, if you're going to come into markers, because otherwise you will be stuck kind of going over stuff again and again and again. All right, we're at the 2 minute mark. 2 minute mark. All right. Oh, the marker is screaming at me right now. All right, that. Oh wait, oh, you can't be done. Yellow here. Right. There. Come in here. We're gonna go do this. So hopefully this will work out for us. All right, block that out like so. Right here. We got 56 seconds left, everyone. We can do this. All right, so that. Try and hit this black real quick. Oh, 30 seconds. We're so close. You guys got this. Come on. Just gotta fill in the black. See, that dead marker really did take away the time that I had to make sure that I could come in and make the blacks look nice. But go over this because it's the biggest one. All right, there you go. So there you go. I hope that you guys were able to finish. I think I did. I would probably, at a convention, I would come in and I would tighten up the black, so I'd give it like another minute or so just to tighten everything up to make sure that it looked nice and clean so that they could still get something really cool. But I think that come really far with this, and so I think that this one was a success. So I hope that you had fun drawing for this 10-minute challenge and that you will join me for the next one, and we will be doing X-Men for the next couple episodes. So if you have a suggestion for a character that we should be drawing, go ahead and drop it in the comments below and I will make sure to add it to the list and we will get to drawing it. Thank you guys so very much, and I will see you at the next episode.